boys and girls, and everything in between. Want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas. I hope you are having a Merry Christmas. You've had a Happy Hanukkah. That it has brought you everything you have hoped for, that you wished for,
Somebody's
dreamt of, and that you prayed for. Now, before we get started, let us go down the line.
somebody's reverbing really bad.
Might be me. Give me a second. We'll find out. Hello. Anybody reverbing?
Still there.
Uh-oh. Let me check. Make sure that everything we're live on Rumble and on YouTube. Everything seems to be going right.
Hold on. Let me. Okay. It was my end.
All right, cool.
It was my end. Okay.
All right.
I got it fixed.
All right, let's go ahead and go down the line and introduce our panel of everyone who's made it so far. We do have other people who will be showing up for the panel as we go. But at the moment, we have with us Wavo.
I'm ready to ho hog tie Santa.
My dad wouldn't like that. You know that. He's not into that. Well, I won't say he's not into kinky stuff, but he's not into that kind of kinky stuff.
Okay, I don't even want to know what Santa's kinky stuff is.
No.
Hey, remember, my father has access to all the hot chicks on the naughty list, and then do the math. Now, we also have Fox Hills. Say hello, Fox.
Howdy, everybody. Merry Christmas.
We've got Crazy Horse with us.
Merry Christmas.
And we've got Alice of the Hole with us.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
And we have the one and the only Casey from Casey's Creepy Creations. Tell everybody hello.
Hello, boys and girls. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful holiday season, and that Santa will bring you everything you want so that you'll end up dying of joy, and I can get a little extra business during the holiday season. But on second thought, folks, please don't have that much fun, because suicides and stuff are already way up, so I don't have anything to worry about. I got job security.
Well, I will warn you guys, this is Christmas Eve. It's the most busiest time of the year for those of us at the North Pole. And thankfully, most of my work is done, on the naughty list, the last minute checks and everything. If I do get a phone call from Krampus, I'll have to take it, just letting you guys know. I've got it.
Just tell them not to put aside a snow globe in my size.
Right.
I'd really appreciate it.
Well, we do have. Odds are he will end up calling me at some point, asking if he really has to pick up Elf on a Shelf, because he hates traveling with that little pervert. I mean, that's the whole reason why we came up with Elf on a Shelf, was to get him out of the North Pole for a while, because we were so damn tired of him watching us all the damn time. He's a little pervert who likes watching things.
So it's your fault. Okay, now I know who to blame.
I myself actually took out a hit on the Elf on a Shelf. I'm surprised the little snot is still alive.
Yeah, thanks for that, because your little hit on Elf on the Shelf made the Jewish community start mensch on the bench. And if you think Elf on the Shelf is perverted.
What in the hell?
Hey, Elf on the Shelf, Minch on a bench, and there is also Snoop on the sloop.
Oh,
Snoop
goodness.
smoking a blunt on the stoop. That there's also that. So
That sounds like me. Holy
Yeah.
cow.
What's next? What's next? Grinch on PlayStation? Oh wait, I'm already reviewing that.
Yes.
Actually, fun little story. I was in the middle of recording some footage last night, and before I had a chance to save, I had made it 3/4 of the way through the game from where my save point was.
Yeah,
Right before I had a chance to save, the game glitched and froze.
Oh man, that sucks.
I was understandably pretty upset.
Oh yeah.
So,
What's going on here?
But yeah, tonight our very special Christmas Eve fireside chat is going to basically be us talking about the things we love about Christmas. And I'm hoping that we can get the people in the chat to participate and talk about the Christmas traditions they love, the Christmas movies they love, the Christmas foods they love, the carols they love. Just share the love here. And if there's something about Christmas, your least favorite Christmas food, your least favorite Christmas movie, we'll talk about that too. But I really want us to share the love here on this channel. And let's start out with something simple: our favorite Christmas foods.
looks like we lost Casey again.
Oh, no. Hopefully, he'll be able to get back on.
He'll be back. I know he will.
Yeah.
He's like that. He's like that one favorite. He's like that one favorite penny that you keep losing, but he always keeps coming back right when you need him.
Oh, yes. Now, we will start with our favorite Christmas foods. Let's start off with you, Avro.
Oh, favorite Christmas foods. I have to go with candied sweet potatoes. Candied sweet potatoes and sweet corn casserole.
Mm-hmm. Those
Oh.
are good. What about you, Fox?
Well, we always used to. My mom used to make me a cheesecake every year, and
Oh, yeah.
that was it. I love cheesecake, and I always used to make peanut butter cookies for
Ooh.
my dad, who he loved them.
Yep, peanut butter
That-
cookies.
Yep, I
No.
like sweet stuff. That was always my thing.
Yep. All right, let's go to Crazy Horse. What is your favorite Christmas?
Well, that would have to be my stuffing, but not the stovetop.
Yeah.
It's got to be the right stuffing. And like I love the candied yams with the stuffing. You got to have some of that.
Hi there,
juice right up
Lovey.
in there with the stuffing. And then that even then sparked a debate with Alice tonight.
So
I
my
love
favorite
me some stuffing.
So,
Yeah, we're in the process. Tomorrow morning, my little sister is making the turkey and stuffing and green bean casserole, and I've got all the materials for her to do for the stuffing, including I went out and we got fresh celery to dice it up. Oh yeah, we're good to go on that. What about you, Alice of the Hole? What is your favorite Christmas dish?
So apparently, I'm really jamming on some green bean casserole this year.
Oh yeah.
But I had to absolutely giggle because there was a debate on if I was going to make corn casserole. So if I had made the corn casserole and the candied yams, Warieva would be covered. We're having cheesecake for dessert, so Fox would be covered. And already got the stuffing done with some mild sausage and some fresh celery, and all that's like ready to go. So the one big debate that we're having in this house this year is it stuffing or is it called dressing?
It's both.
Well, it's dressing if it's on the side. It's stuffing if it's in the bird.
Yep, that's exactly
I've
it.
always just called it. I've always just called it stuffing. I've
That's
heard it called. I've heard it called both, but I personally have always called it stuffing.
so have I. And then she said, Alice was saying it was about the consistency because she actually made it tonight while I was getting the
I
computer.
hate wires. I hate wires.
And she got it right. She goes, "Well, that's what we call Southern dressing right there." I'm like, "I've always called it stuffing."
Yeah, it's the whole concept of, is it on the side, made by itself, or was it stuffed up into turkey and baked into turkey and got cooked inside the turkey? Then it's stuffing. Because my family, did both. We baked it like it was a casserole by itself, and we also put it inside the turkey
Yep.
as stuffing. And the reason why we did that was the fact that, you couldn't get as much stuffing into that turkey that could feed the whole family that we had that would show up.
Right.
Yep.
So we had to make both stuffing and dressing.
Yeah, you can only stuff so much bread up that turkey's ass.
Yep. All right, Casey, what's your favorite Christmas food?
I don't know if he can even hear us.
Okay, here we go.
All right, Casey, what's your favorite Christmas food?
My favorite Christmas food. Damn, dude, you were talking to a fat kid growing up, so there wasn't much he didn't like. My favorite Christmas food, though, I guess, has always been turkey. I love it for Thanksgiving. I love it for Christmas. Because those are 2 times a year you get a really good fresh turkey.
Yes.
True.
And if you now, there's several ways to do your turkey that I really enjoy. One of them was, doing the butter dry rub before you bake it.
Mm-hmm.
That way, the skin is nice and crisp, and got a tangy little spice to it. Oh
Yeah.
As long as none of those ways of preparing it involves dynamite.
yes,
Mm.
exactly. Now, for me, it is the fact that, all right, this is what we normally do for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Uh, Baked ham and turkey was the two big staple meats that we would make. Then we would have, uh, the the dressing and the stuffing, of course. We would have candied sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes, green bean casserole, rolls, uh, sweet corn. We would make sweet corn and cream of corn. We would then have, cranberry sauce, of course, and after about 2006, 2007, we added lamb to the meats.
Ooh.
So we would have three meats: lamb, ham, and turkey. This Christmas, we've got lamb, ham, turkey, and a chicken
Ooh.
Ooh.
for our meats.
I gotta
And a
say,
partridge in a pear tree.
I'm not
I,
allowed to do duck or, so yeah.
I prefer chicken to turkey, to be honest with you.
Oh, added the turkey since Nadine can't. Added the chicken to the roster because Nadine can't do, turkey. She's allergic to turkey, which sucks
Huh.
because, used to use ground turkey a lot to make ground beef and ground venison last longer, but unfortunately can't do that if she's going to eat it because it causes her to have really bad migraines.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But yeah, there's the meal, the Christmas feast. That's how I like to refer to it. Doesn't matter if we have it during during around lunchtime, or we have it at dinner time or supper time. It's a big feast where the whole family can get together and just be a family together. Uh, One of the things that we started for Thanksgiving was have everybody go around the circle and saying what they were thankful for having happened that year. And we've got since New Year's is coming up, we do, uh, before the show, we were discussing this, how we'll talk about what we didn't like that happened during the year, and then we will talk about what we hope is going to happen in the new year. Go around the circle of the family and make those statements. And Christmas time, though, is one of those where we talk about what it means to be home for the holiday, to be there with everybody else, about what we're grateful for, and it just brings the whole family together. And it's like, to me, it's one of those cornerstones, for the family is getting together and sharing that meal. And then after you get it all cleaned up, then you go and you open Christmas presents. And we usually did it on Christmas Eve. That way, Christmas morning was Santa Claus, what everything Santa Claus brought. And it Christmas was always a major thing for my family. For those that didn't know, if you looked at the thumbnail, that's my dad in the thumbnail. And my dad adored Christmas. It was the favorite time of the year for him because it was the giving season, and Dad tried to give throughout the year. It's one of the reasons why Dad he created worked to create the Hickory Nut Gorge EMS up in the mountains. He was a member of several volunteer fire departments to help them build fire trucks and vehicles and equipment, as well as fire departments, all to give back to the community. And so, to Dad, that's what Christmas was. It was a time of giving, showing love.
I got the thumbnail. I got the thumbnail up for you to show on the screen if you need an example there.
There we go. Let me take down the.
Yeah, it's covered over by the Merry Christmas sign. There we go.
There you go. Yeah. That's my dad, and he loved Christmas, and it was going into the real world for a moment. He passed away in 2010 from Agent Orange poisoning, and a month later, my uncle, who served with him in the Army, he passed away also from Agent Orange poisoning. And it's taken us almost 14 years to be able to get back to our Christmas traditions. and it's not been easy. But that's the real world, and we're here right now doing this. So my father is Father Christmas. He is Santa Claus, and I am in charge of the naughty list. That's and if I do end up having to take a call from Krampus, I'm gonna have to take it because Krampus can be a pain in the butt, boys and girls.
Krampus, Krampus is a big old pile of cramp.
No, he's all Barton, you know. Yeah, he does have a nasty bite though, but usually whenever he bites, it's because you deserve it. Just don't play cards with him. He likes to cheat.
Yeah.
Well, after we've let's go to favorite Christmas carols. Anybody got favorite Christmas carols they'd like to talk about?
Oh yeah.
All right, go for it, Casey.
I've always been very fond of um, "O Come All Ye Faithful,"
Mm-hmm.
especially the Latin version, actually, because I had to learn it one time for grade school. We were doing a Christmas choral, and everybody in a certain grade had to do something, and we all had to go in and learn. You know, my grade had to go in and learn um, Adeste Fidelis.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tony.
So yeah, I know that that's always been my favorite because I had to work so long to learn it.
Well, actually, Krampus. Everybody thinks he eats the little kids. He snatches, but the truth is that's where the elves come from.
He sends
The
their
bad,
ass to the North Pole.
yeah, they get turned into elves to make everybody else's life better, and it works. Except for that little pervert that we had to create the position of elf on the shelf to get rid of. Sick little bastard. Ugh, little
Are you
pervert.
sure that's not related to me somehow?
Nah, this dude's more perverted than Harvey, man. Come on.
Nothing is more perverted than Harvey, dude.
Oh, I can think of a few people. Tiger
Yeah.
Woods, Bill Clinton, David Letterman.
Yep.
But anywho, uh, mine is Silent Night. Uh, but that's mostly me. I love my history, and the Christmas truce came about because of the song Silent Night.
Have you heard it in German?
Yes.
Because that is my up there on one of my slower favorite Christmas songs. Every time they sing it in German, I tear up.
Yeah.
There's just something so wonderful about hearing Christmas carols in different languages.
Yeah.
And I think that one, so I give a thumbs up on the Silent Night.
And the Navy band just did it on their live Christmas concert just last weekend. It was really good. They have an awesome band.
Oh yeah. See, Christmas carols is one of those things that just sets the stage for Christmas, especially the time leading up to it. I miss the days when you had people that went door to door singing Christmas carols. Do they still do that up on the mountain, Crazy and Alice? Or
Say that one more time, Richard.
does the church groups up there still do the caroling, or the church groups have the kids go and sing Christmas carols to the shut-ins?
So, well, during the shut-ins, yeah. The big thing that they've been doing down in the holler is a singing Christmas tree.
Uh-huh.
Where not only did the musicians play and the kids have their choir, but they literally do it in the shape of a Christmas tree. And so that's been one of the big traditions that they started just when the hollers got a little bit more crowded.
Yeah.
And just to keep the kids a little bit safer. So that's their big thing here.
Because when we lived up on the mountain, our church did. We would all get together and hop in the back of the pickup truck and ride from uh, place to place and sing Christmas carols for the elderly and the shut-ins. And it was great. It really was. We also had the hayride that we would do, where they'd hook up a tractor with a wagon behind it, and us kids would be up all on it, and we would do that. That was fun. Go sing Christmas carols that way. Okay, what about you, Wavo? What's your favorite Christmas carol?
Mary, did you know?
Oh yes, I was about to say that one too.
That is for me. Anything, because y'all don't know a whole lot about my past, but for me, it's been one trauma after another, after another, after another. I have cried so many tears over the last 35 years. I don't have any tears left to cry. Anything that can bring me to tears, anything that can bring a tear to my eye is automatically marked as a favorite to me. Mary, Did You Know is one of the rare few songs to be able to do that.
Pentatonics does a great version of it.
Oh yes. My aunt is crazy about pentatonics.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Fox? What's your favorite Christmas carol?
Well, I was never into like Christmas music and stuff, but I do remember, and my mother's favorite was not really traditional. It was "Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer." That always made me fall out laughing.
I got a funny story. I got a funny
guys.
connection to that song.
Hold on. Wait.
Really, Siggy?
You know it's coming. Bad Sig Balderson. Bad Sig Balderson. Bad Siggy. Bad. Bad Sig. Bad. Bad Sig Balderson.
Hey, Richard,
Bad.
since it's Christmas, can we at least give Siggy some eggnog in the bottle to get sprayed with?
Yeah.
Hey,
Maybe a little bit of moonshine.
Just give him a fake button he can play with.
yeah.
There you go.
You know what? Actually, our present has buttons on it, so he can play with that all he wants.
Yeah, I have a bit of a humorous connection to the song "Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer." It was probably about 15-ish years ago. I heard it on the radio one day around Christmas time. For the next literally every day for the next 6 months, I had that song stuck in my head for the next solid 6 months. I could not get it out no matter how hard I tried. No matter how much I sang it, it was still there. Needless to say, me living with my grandma for the last probably 20 years at the time, needless to say, she was really, really annoyed with me by the end of those 6 months.
I bet.
Understandably. Of course, those who know me and my grandmother now wish she would have gotten run over by a reindeer.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Wavo. I like you. I got connections. I can make something happen.
I'll take you up on that offer, Casey.
You want all 8 or will 1 do?
Oh,
What
I'll
one?
wait.
one will do. But I think all eight. I think all eight would send a much more clear message.
I can arrange that. I can arrange that. Richard Stan is not the only one with connections to reindeer.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that to me about the Christmas carols was literally, was going and doing was going and singing carols as a group as a kid. It just it just really unified us, man. It made us feel more like a community, a family group that was going out there and being we were entertaining, we were communing with each other, we were doing these things that brought us together, got us all on that same page, and it's kind of like when you go see all the Christmas lights, I know so many people, that's one of the Christmas traditions that they have that they love the most about Christmas is going as a family, piling into the car and taking their little kids to go look at all the Christmas lights in the areas around them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Charlotte. There's a place called McAdenville.
Oh, I love McAdenville.
Christmas Town, USA.
Yes, McAdenville and the Christmas lights are a major thing here in North Carolina. Fox Hills, Crazy, and Alice at the Hole. Y'all guys have come down and seen it, haven't you?
Yeah, I've seen it once. Yeah.
I've seen it.
I haven't yet.
Oh, it's one of those things that it's just so amazing. I mean, we took Jack to go see the lights, and Zachary's first Christmas when we had him in the car, he fell asleep pretty quick because still an infant. But Jack was keeping him in his car seat was so hard because he kept wanting to get out of his car seat to press up against the car window so he could get a better look. And it was, and when Emma's parents came over for Christmas, and we all got into the station wagon to go and do that. They were commenting about how amazing it was that so many families decorated, and it was just amazing. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Siggy says, thank goodness I was just notified this Fireside chat is starting.
Hooray for YouTube!
Yeah.
Or as I sometimes like to say in Doomcock's chat on Friday nights, you screw tube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm just I look at this and I just like the fact that we're doing this and we've got people that are coming and sharing this,
Well, it's good. It's good to know that there is a community of people that will actively search this out.
Yep.
I think
And I'm hoping that by sharing the stuff that we love, we make this world a better place. Christmas time to me is one of those things to where sharing that love, that childhood wonder, that's to me Christmas in a nutshell. It's a time of giving. It's a time of family and loving each other and being selfless and giving of giving of yourself, be it by giving gifts or by doing stuff, Don't make me do it. Don't make me break out the spray bottle again, Siggy, please.
Let let this one slide, Richard.
All right, all right. Just don't be bad, Sig Valderson. Don't be bad.
I
All right.
will say, you did miss when you were spray bottling him earlier. He did chime in his favorite carol. So
Oh, which one's that?
here comes Harvey, which I don't remember that one. I think it might be one that Doomcock used to sing years ago.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I think so. Uh, let's see. We were talking about carols. All right. How many people here remember Christmas as one of the big Christmas staple gifts was a net sack that was shaped like a uh, a stocking that was filled with nuts,
Yep.
apples, and oranges, and little toys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
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 those.
they were big they were big for me as a kid.
Yep, and I remember those so much that it was one of the traditions that I started back up with my niece and nephews was assembling these stockings filled with all these different types of nuts, some oranges and apples, and little tiny toys. The stuff that you can get at the dollar store really cheap.
Mm.
And every kid had at least that, you know.
Right. Just
And
everybody could swing it.
yeah, and I was explaining it to my niece and nephews of why I did this, and I was pointing out to the fact that what the parents got for Christmas compared to what the kids got for Christmas. And I explained during the Great Depression that money was so tight that was all they got for Christmas,
Mm.
and why that ended up becoming such an important thing, and trying to keep that alive to remind the children and the future generations that even in the darkest of times, you should be grateful for the most simplest of gifts. I mean, my niece and nephews didn't even know that there were a lot of children back then whose clothes were made out of flour sacks,
Yep. Burlap.
and how things were that tight back then. And it was the looks on their faces as I was explaining this. And the whole time I was explaining it, my mom was sitting back and nodding her head and smiling about me telling them about this. And I told them about how my my both sets of my grandparents and great grandparents told me about this when I was younger than they were, and why that was a family tradition to show that Christmas time, yes, the children get a whole lot of gifts that the parents themselves got more out of the giving than the receiving, you know? All right. Sounds like you were talking about the Depression. Heard quite a few stories of that time as my parents lived through it and my grandmother lived through all of it. on both sides. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have a my great grandmother, long since deceased, but she grew up in the Great Depression.
Yep.
Yeah, my
And
grandparents did. Yep.
Yeah, so did mine.
and it's I was raised by my parents, my grandparents, and great grandmother. Uh, During the summer months when my mom worked, I got sent down off the mountain to live here with my grandparents and great grandmother. Uh, and so I got that's one of the reasons why I love big band music. And I love Frank Sinatra music. You know, it's like the Fallout music was like my nephew introduced. He was singing some of those songs. I'm like, where did you hear that? And he looks at me and goes, this video game I play. And he introduced me to Fallout. That's how I fell in love with Fallout.
Right.
But my friends used to joke that I was born way too early or way too late because of that dual nature within me of loving history and old music and things of this nature. But I also have that forward vision of a more better tomorrow. And it's amazing. And Siggy says that his parents were shaped by it. Every year she would can food. So did mine.
Yep.
My great grandmother on the other side used to can strawberries.
Yep.
She'd even make strawberry jam.
Oh yeah. One of the things that we would do when it came time to harvest the little farm we had, and we would can stuff. We would can tomatoes and corn together, and one of my family's comfort foods. I don't know if anybody else from deep down south has ever done this before, but you make a tomato sandwich on white bread with mayonnaise, salt and pepper on the tomato. Cut the tomato sandwich into 4 pieces, stick it on a plate, and then you pour cream corn on top of it.
Oh
I can do without the cream corn, but a tomato sandwich is killer. I'm sorry.
man,
Oh
the
yeah,
corn, the cream corn perfects it for me. The cream corn does it for me. I love cream corn.
Especially if it's sweet cream corn.
Yeah.
You get a
Now,
big fat tomato out of the damn garden and put. Oh my God, yes.
yep.
Especially them big beefsteak tomatoes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Y'all are just helping me plan my garden for the spring. Keep on talking, boys. Keep on talking.
Hey, when you guys come down off the mountain to come and kidnap me to go see Ginger Wolf, I'll show you the garden a space that we got down here, and we've got 6 something acres of land here, and the garden used to be a full acre of it, and we grew corn, we grew tomatoes, we grew green beans, green peas. Let's see. The tomatoes, we grew big ones and we grew little Tommy Toe tomatoes. We grew pumpkins, sunflowers get the sunflower seeds. We grew peppers of various types, uh, cabbages and lettuce. We
Green
tried
beans.
growing cauliflower for a while. God, we had so many different things that we rotated through, and it was I miss doing it, but physically I'm not able to do it. So there is that. But yes, these foods that it all just comes back to that, and I just really love it, and
And of course, you can't have any sort of gathering, Thanksgiving, Christmas, or otherwise, without pumpkin pie.
oh God, yeah. All right, Dig Valdison has proven himself to be a true heretic here. I'm thinking about breaking out the spray bottle again, man. He says, "Yes, I remember that being made. I would do without the mayo, which should be outlawed. You heretic."
Now, the question that has to be asked: is he saying mayo should be outlawed, or is he saying doing the sandwich without mayo should be outlawed? There's one key bit of context missing from that.
Yeah. All right. Because yes, every year we would make multiple gardens with all these things. You forgot okra. Oh God, yes, okra was another thing that we grew because yeah, Siggy's saying mayo is yuck. Uh huh.
I respectfully disagree, Sigvaldison. I
Agreed.
love mayo. I love mayo. In fact, I'm a Miracle Whip guy,
Yes,
which
go Evo.
I love. I love the tang of Miracle Whip.
Hey, I like both regular mayo and Miracle Whip. I'm one of those strange people that like both.
I'm the kind of weirdo. I'm the kind of weirdo who puts mayo on hot dogs.
Oh no, I see why Siggy doesn't like it. His parents made him eat too much of it. It made him throw up.
Oh, that's that. Yeah,
That'll do it.
that's yep. I respect
yes.
that.
Now, I believe it or not, after I went to Europe, okay, they had this thing called the American steak, which is basically take a piece of pita bread, pop that pocket bread open, shove in some French fries and a hamburger, stuff that puppy in there. Then they ask you, "Do you want some ketchup on it?" And if you said yes, they'd break out some mayo and squirt mayo on it, then stick it in a hot toaster press and push it down, and then give it to you. And I'm like, I asked for ketchup. Yeah, we gave you ketchup. No, that's mayo. Oh, you want tomato ketchup? Here's some tomato ketchup too. That's what got me to enjoy mayo on French fries,
So
which
good.
then slowly
I've
became.
never had mayo on French fries.
Oh, you gotta try it.
So
Try it.
I've
It's
never
good.
had it.
Actually,
That's what
fun
got me
fact.
started doing. Also doing ranch dressing on French fries.
Yeah, that's me. I do ranch dressing.
Yep, I've done that.
Now,
Actually, fun little fact regarding mayo. Did you know with just 2 ingredients you can make homemade tartar sauce, and it tastes better than what you can get in the store?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
10 times
Yeah.
better.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
All you need is mayo and relish.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's it.
Now,
Whatever proportion you want is up to you. But
oh yeah.
that's all you need. Mayo and relish. That's it.
Now, what is one of the things Christmas traditions in your family that really brings it home to you guys? Let's start with you, Casey.
Really brings it home to me. I would have to say, now this wasn't so much a Christmas tradition. My grandparents on my mom's side, who were my formative grandparents, would always go off to Florida in the wintertime.
Mhm.
So we always had some kind of Christmas thing before they left. But one of the things that they always made sure happened around Christmas time was that my grandmother had a bunch of popcorn balls ready to go. And she made sure that they were always sent and distributed by Christmas. And she actually did popcorn balls the old-fashioned way. She pops popcorn. She did the syrup. She did the food coloring. She did the salt. So a big Christmas tradition in my house growing up as a kid was popcorn balls.
Mm.
We had them before they left. We had them after they'd gone. We had them pretty much up until Christmas.
Nice. What about you, Fox Hills?
Decorating the tree, uh, we all got together and did it. It was about the only tradition that we had, really.
Yeah.
Now I remember doing the garland, making the popcorn garland. We sure are, DBK. If you wanted to hop in, you're more than welcome to. Uh, we One of the best parts about it to me was uh, the fact that you have the whole family together and just decorating that tree and making ornaments and doing the garland and decking the halls. All that was just such a major deal that because we would do that after Thanksgiving dinner and before we would pass out into the turkey comas. We'd go out and find the Christmas tree, bring it back, and start decorating it. That was the Friday tradition, uh, Black Friday tradition. Um,
Me and my mother would
hello,
always
DPK. How are you
decorate.
today?
Doing all right. How's everybody else doing?
We are awesome today.
Real good, thanks.
That bad, huh?
Hey man, it's Christmas time, bro.
Hey, Casey.
Nobody can feel bad at Christmas time.
Well,
All right,
I don't
what
know
about-
about that. But
All right, what about you, Crazy? What's your favorite Christmas tradition? You guys there?
I think they muted.
Uh-oh. All right, what about you, DBK? What's your favorite Christmas tradition?
Sorry.
well,
That's all right.
until I found out why, it was giving my dad a wide berth because he always hated Christmas.
Mm.
He wanted to love it, but apparently he had some heartbreak related to it. I was a young man when I finally found out what it was. And I'll just say I felt his pain after that.
Oh yeah.
So tradition came to be getting dad out of his memory and into real life. And that generally for us came in the form of my brothers, my dad, and I all getting gifts that we opened simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
And it was always a mystery as to whose battery powered water pistol would already be loaded.
Yeah.
Oh,
And we chased each other all over the house, all over the yard, just fit to nail each other. And it was a lot of fun.
That sounds like fun, man. That
It was
does.
a
sound-
lot of fun.
All right.
That's how it's
What about you, Crazy? What's your favorite Christmas tradition?
Okay, sorry I was muted. I was actually talking, but I'm right there with Fox Hills on this one with decorating a tree and decorating the house with as many lights as I could find.
Sweet. What about Alice? What's yours?
So lately it's been I have to cancel Christmas at least once prior to Christmas
Mhm.
to truly get in the spirit because of the stress. And everybody knows mama needs business. If I'm like, that's it, I'm canceling Christmas, it means y'all gotta squash your shit stuff. Everybody's get on the ball, get in the spirit, no holds barred. But it is, don't let crazy lie to you. It is like Christmas here year round. The tree usually doesn't go down, it just hides itself in the corner.
Yeah.
So it's always how much more can he add to it during the season. But we have always have to do certain Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Even when the kids were little, even now, we gotta knock the Home Alone, you know, all the Santa Clauses off the list, and then always finding new ones each year to kind of add to the repertoire. So yeah, so as soon as Thanksgiving's over, a lot of times before Thanksgiving's over, we are on the Christmas movie bandwagon because the lessons that are kind of taught through the Christmas movies and just the love so many of them, show, or how much people overcome in Christmas movies, really makes me feel blessed and really brings me a lot of joy. Because I really sometimes, I know this time of year, reminding myself how blessed I am and where I've come from and how hard I've struggled and we've struggled, and a lot of the struggles of people around me, that we can reflect on it finally and just take a breath and enjoy the season.
No, it's not a Christmas special, but don't discount Thanksgiving because it also has its own fair share of specials.
Yeah.
I did a Thanksgiving episode of my podcast a while back with Richard and a few others. The my personal favorite that I highly recommend is the Thanksgiving That Almost Wasn't, which is a Hanna-Barbera production.
Oh yeah. Now, one of the things that, I mean, when it Christmas movies will be our next thing we talk about, because Christmas movies are.
You did skip one of us though with the traditions.
Oh, yeah, I did, didn't I? So
for me, I had one tradition growing up and one tradition that I've started in recent years.
Yeah.
Growing up as a kid back in the 90s, my favorite tradition, Christmas Eve, we go over to my aunt and uncle's house, open up a couple presents there. Then the next morning, we go over to my grandma's house. Not my grandma down here, but my other one that passed away a few years ago. We go over there to her house, and we'd spend the morning there. The whole family would get together. We'd discuss our favorite Christmas memories, or the adults would discuss their favorite Christmas memories. We'd eat a big Christmas dinner, then we'd all open presents. Then the very next day, my mom's boss at the time, big old mansion, big pool, would host a big party every year. I enjoyed that pool party every year.
oh wow.
Then
I guess that's a good thing about living there in Florida, man. You get it.
Well, that was back up in Indiana.
Oh, okay.
That was back up in Indiana.
Freeze yourself to death.
Yeah, but
Okay.
here
Remember
recently,
Remember when I told you I had to go to Phoenix, Arizona to get help, and I spent Christmas there, middle of the fracking desert, and it got so cold during Christmas time there. It wasn't even funny, man. Because I didn't take any coat. I didn't take a coat with me because I didn't expect it to get that cold, man. But watching Christmas in the desert was very different there in Arizona. Seeing palm trees decorated as Christmas trees, That's wild. That was wild.
That sounds like a Corona commercial.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
But
I
yeah,
grew up where Jeff is now, roughly. And to tell you, every year at Christmas time in the classrooms, we have big murals of Santa Claus in baggies on a surfboard.
Well, at least he wasn't riding a jet ski.
that's
Right.
true.
over sharks.
Yeah.
Got a point. I could just see one with a big Rudolph nose on the front and antlers where the handlebars are supposed to be.
That's
Oh,
a pretty good
goodness.
idea.
No, Siggy has his Christmas tradition. When Dad was alive, I think our Christmas tradition in later life was how fast we could eat and go home. Under 2 hours was the best time. Christmas as a kid was nice, but those days were 55 years ago. In later life, it happened more than once. My dad would cause drama and we would all leave. Sadly, yeah.
Sounds like my dad. Yep.
Now, to me, Christmas is one of those awesome things that you've got memories that are tied to your traditions, and it's it, it's just amazing stuff, you know. Next up is our favorite Christmas movies, and before we start that, I need to remind people, since we did talk about Christmas traditions, to not forget to leave a pair of shoes, a pack of cigarettes, a Glock, and 2 magazines. What else is it that you're supposed to leave up there in the air ducts for John McClane?
Pair of shoes would be nice.
Yeah, the shoes. You got to make sure you put the shoes up in there.
Yeah, and you might want to make sure that that he's got a little extra cushion for when he feels like he's a TV dinner inside the duct.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was gonna say.
And the radio. We got to remember the radio as well, so he can communicate with people to let them know that he's stuck in the air ducts.
Yeah, and
Hiding.
hey, I thought of another one too.
Yep.
We had to give him and his wife a pair of brass knuckles to beat the reporter.
Yes, exactly. And yes, for me, my favorite Christmas movie, you now know what it is. It's a toss up between Die Hard and Lethal Weapon. But let's go with what you guys think.
Honestly, me, DBK, and Theta just watched Die Hard a few days ago.
Oh, sweet.
I watched it
fact.
again last night, and I'd do it again.
Oh, yeah.
Fun fact, I actually learned something in that watch through. If you pay attention, they never actually say the word Christmas. They never verbally say the word Christmas until the movie's over.
Yes.
Yeah, Argyle has that line at the very end. Man, if this is Christmas, I gotta be here for New Year's.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, that should have been Die Hard too.
Yep.
That's what I said.
That really,
Yeah, that would have been.
I know.
Yeah.
I was there when you said it, but
Oh yeah, okay. I didn't realize you were still hanging with us at that point.
But it was true because, to be honest, that would have been a much more interesting movie. And in LA, they could have got into so much more trouble. I mean, Die Hard 2, the sequel, was kind of a disappointment, even though that was set during Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, if you were watching with us, Jeff, you should remember one other thing you learned about the movie.
I learned a lot. I learned a lot of things from that movie.
Yep. Twinkies.
What's in a Twinkie?
Oh.
But the part of Argyle was played by the young actor who, in the Blues Brothers, just a few years earlier, played the kid who tried to steal the guitar at Ray's Music Exchange.
Mm-hmm.
If you, man, shame that kid didn't do more. He was a talented actor.
Yeah.
That one
Yeah.
shot in Blues Brothers, that face acting he did, just showed his broken heart. And shame we didn't get more from him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still out there. He's still performing. He's got on and done. Gotten a real job, is my understanding.
Oh man, don't you hate it when that happens?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, Fox Hills. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Well, we always used to sit and watch the animated stuff together. My mother and I, and
Yeah.
uh, Rudolph, the Red-Nosed Reindeer, freaking Burl Ives singing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
That's my favorite. That's actually the tradition that I've started recently. Every year on Christmas Eve night, I will pull up that special somewhere and I will watch it.
Right? That's so good.
All those claymation movies.
The old Rankin Bass claymation stuff.
Those are something that we did for my niece and nephews. My mom made sure that and Dad made sure we raised my niece and nephews watching those, and it's just one of those things, That's and the stories, Then you also had the actual animation ones. That the Frosty one. You had
Oh yeah.
the Peanuts. I think because for the longest time, the Peanuts Christmas special was a family tradition that my grandparents would have us sit and watch while we were waiting to have Christmas dinner. And that was just really cool.
Keep you Rugrats busy for a minute.
Oh yeah. What about you, DBK? What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Well, many, many years ago, so long ago that I can't even find it, scrubbing the internet using the Googles now. In another life, I published a list called Xmas Movies for Your Y Chromosome.
Yeah.
And Die Hard, of course, was on it. One of the requirements was that the film be set at Christmas, but not be about Christmas.
Yeah.
I think Trading Places was on there.
Yeah.
But the one that was the most controversial was one that I don't think anyone's going to bring up. So I'm going to bring it up now. Because so many people think of it as a chick flick.
Oh.
But it's Love Actually.
Oh yes. I love that movie.
It's a great movie. Gratuitous F-bombs galore. Gratuitous nudity.
Mm-hmm.
If the woman you're with sees you at least appearing to hold back a tear at the right spot, you're gonna get some.
Yeah. The thing I love, it's a good movie. My favorite part of it is the opening where Hugh Grant's character is talking about how on 9/11 all the people that was calling out were calling about telling people how much they loved them.
Yeah.
And hi there, K Skull. Now
back to my why it's a guy film. Yeah, gratuitous F-bombs, gratuitous nudity. It guarantees you're going to get some if you pull it off. And there's even a chase scene.
Yeah.
It is one element shy of being the perfect guy film. and that's there's no explosion. If they just had one of those planes at the airport blow up, something,
Yeah.
it'd have been the
I
perfect
love that is one thing Michael Bay did right. I love big pointless explosions out of nowhere that have absolutely no bearing on the plot.
Now, I think that Gremlins is also a Christmas movie because that was the whole reason why he got the Mogwai was as a Christmas gift, and it also takes place during the Christmas season. But that's beside the point. What's your favorite Christmas movie, Fox Hills?
You just done me.
Oh,
Yeah, you already asked him.
uh, Alice, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
I don't know if I have just one because we watch so many, but Crazy actually has one that is really like a throwback to our childhood. So I'll let
Yeah.
him roll with this one.
You know, I
All
can
right.
say what some of yours are Santa Claus. I know that. All right, this one's actually an '80s Christmas movie. The Night They
Okay.
Saved Christmas, and it really does bring the nostalgia back of the eight growing up in the late '80s, early '90s, more so than I would even like say Home Alone. So they really did a good job with that movie. So it's one I end up finding every year, and it's on YouTube, I think.
Mm,
But yeah, we have so many. That's a hard one.
yeah, it's Christmas movies. There's very few of them that are bad to me. Uh, what about you, Casey? What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Uh, Guys, I am such a movie freak that everything you pretty much just named would fit the list. I must admit, and this is kind of a purist thing for me. I'm a big fan of the original Miracle on 34th Street.
Mhm.
God, yes.
I love the part where they bring Santa into court and they have to, uh, as part of the evidence, they show all the letters coming in from the New York Postal Service addressed to Kris Kringle, and that if this guy isn't Kris Kringle, why is he getting so many letters?
Yeah, and the Miracle on 34th Street. I remember the first time I saw it, and it was such a good family movie. It just hit all the right spots.
But I have to say, I like I said, I'm a purist, so I prefer the black and white version. The color one looks good in a lot of places, but they never really got it right.
Yeah, the the they just back then they focused more on the story. They focused on the characters, and they let that personality, that power of the actor and actress, and a good script carry a movie and make it a classic, a timeless classic. Because a lot of those movies of that era, they don't need to be remade because they're in many ways perfection in that moment, even if they are a product of the time it was made. Like the Maltese Falcon or Casablanca, they are perfection in that moment, and you don't need to remake them.
Well,
No, they would be much worse if you remade them. Yeah.
Yep,
well,
because
my thing is, and I think it goes back to what Rich was saying too. If you think about it, the reason those movies were so good was because they were products of their time.
mhm,
Gone with the Wind was so good because it, it dealt with the traditions of the Old South, and it did it in a way that you know you were you felt like you were actually there, and that it was still a product of the time in which the film was made. You
Yep.
you and you know it's like it's like when people want to put warning labels on stuff today because they're looking at it only through their lens instead of the lens of the people that made the film.
Or what the subject of the film is about. And that's the big thing, you know. It's like if you're trying to show a period piece, you've got to show a period piece of where the people, what they actually thought, what they actually did, actually felt. You can't push modern day interpretations on it. When you do that, it just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't do well.
Well, I mean, it dilutes it. Like I say, it dilutes the fact that it is a product of the time of the where the movie was made and what the time was that the filmmakers were speaking of.
Yep. And I just love, for me, Christmas movies are another way of bringing a family together for a shared experience. And these movies, they can bring the family together. Like the original Miracle on 34th Street, uh, It's a Wonderful Life. Even though a lot of people at first didn't like It's a Wonderful Life, and it became popular because it was opened up in the public domain, and thus various channels was able to run it without having to pay royalties on it. If you know the history behind thing, I can't remember the director who and writer for A Wonderful Life, but he
Wasn't
made
it Frank
so many,
Capra?
Yeah, Frank.
he made so many good movies. It wasn't even funny that. Hold on a second, guys. Uh, my cat's get attacking my foot because I'm wearing a sock. He doesn't like
Oh
that.
goodness.
Yeah, he doesn't like to
Kitty.
wear socks. But anyway, I these Christmas movies they can bring you together. They can make they're a shared experience that just fits just so good for the Christmas season when you're trying to establish that connection. Um, let's see. So far, we have talked about favorite Christmas dishes, Christmas, uh, our favorite Christmas traditions, our favorite Christmas dishes, our favorite Christmas movies, our favorite Christmas carols. What should we talk about next? What is our next favorite Christmas thing that we should discuss? Let's open it up to you guys. What do you want to talk about next?
Well, I gotta say, like I said, I didn't have a lot of really happy memories about Christmas. So, can this one count, please?
Yes. What is your favorite Christmas memory?
Well, honestly, you know what? I have really enjoyed being on YouTube. I've been on YouTube for a lot longer than I've had a channel now, but to be able to be on streams like this and to be able to meet you people um, has been a real treat for me, and uh, to be able to share my Christmas with you guys because I've always and I mean you got I've always said you guys are more family than the family that I was born into, and I mean it.
I know
Um,
that's true, Casey. I know how that is.
yeah, dude, if you knew the trouble if you knew the trouble I was having this year because my brother and sister, who didn't when I was in the house, did as little as they possibly could um, to help me get out of the house when mom and dad were being mom and dad.
Yeah.
All of a sudden decided that now we should be a family, and they called me up like 3 days before, 3 days before uh, Christmas and tell me pack your bags, we're throwing you in the car, we're taking you home. And I'm like, look, this is my home, and if you want me to go, you better give me more than 3 days notice, because there ain't no way that you're going to be able to take care of me when you drag me back to Chicago.
Yeah.
And then I find out from them that the reason they wanted to bring me to Chicago was because they found a nursing home that they want me to move into in Chicago so that they could come by, as they put it, whenever it's convenient, so we can do family things. I'm like, why? Why do I need a family that comes by when it's convenient? I got one
That's
that
not
I
a
can.
that's not a family at all.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you what. Like I say, I could always turn on my TV. I can always turn on my computer here on Wednesday afternoon and know who I'm going to see,
Yep.
who I'm going to go visit every Wednesday, or every Thursday with Tony, or every Wednesday night with Doomcock, or Friday night with Doomcock. I know who I'm going to see,
Yeah.
and nobody's trying to force me to go into no freaking nursing home because it would assuage their conscience.
Yeah. Well, how
So,
many times do I have to say this, Casey? You're my brother. We are a family.
well, I'm saying, Richard, I appreciate that more than you know. I may not always say it, but I appreciate it more than you know. Why do you think I worked for 3 weeks to try to figure out some kind of Christmas present for you guys? You know how many sleepless nights I had trying to put that thing together?
Yeah. Hey, Zachary. Zachary is in the chat. Hey, son.
Hey, big
Oh,
guy.
It's okay, son.
speaking of, uh, would you uh, would you like Casey? Would you be okay with us sharing your little present with the chat?
I was hoping you kind of would, because I want to get it out to as many people, and I don't even want it to stop with the chat. If you folks out there can think of people that you think might enjoy a little classic 80s style gameplay, I just wrote my first game program, and I figured I would share it with you guys. All I ask is let me know what you would like to see done to improve anything else that I might do later.
Ooh, check it out.
Yeah. Uh,
Now, I will say a word, 2 words of warning. First, you it may get false flagged by your anti-malware program, because I know it got false flagged by mine. Just hit the refresh button if it does. Second,
Okay.
there is a little bit of a bug with the music, so bear that in mind also.
Yeah, you might want to turn that down. I didn't realize it until, I just got it done yesterday night after working for 3 weeks. So I really didn't have much of a chance to test this. So I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry for any bugs you may find along the way. Uh, like I say, it's a first project. It's the first one I've ever done. It's a work in progress. I figured I wanted to throw it out there. I figured I wanted to throw it out there as a Christmas gift to the YouTube community at large.
Oh, that's awesome, Casey.
It
Well,
is. I actually played it a little bit before stream. It is a very simple game that is easy to grasp and is easy to play.
yep.
It's kind of reminiscent of like Centipede or Galaga or Life
yeah,
Force or stuff
Oh,
like that.
Lord.
actually, Galaga was exactly where I got the inspiration. I went back and figured out the basic game mechanics and spun it around a little bit. But that's where I kind of got the idea. Yes.
Yeah, it has a modern spin on it, and it is a lot of fun. It is a good way to kill time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because we all have those days when we wish when things aren't going well and we wish we could just go home and take out some mild violence on something, and that was that was kind of exactly what this was for.
All right, we're gonna have to see if I can take a crack at it as the person on this panel who has played the least amount of video games. If I can
Uh,
take a whack at it and turn into a gamer, that'll say something.
Alice, darling,
I would fight you for that title.
well, you know what,
At least
Alice
video
and
games played.
I'll tell you what, Alice and DBK, I'll tell you what, this game was actually designed then with you in mind.
Yay!
Oh,
Literally, guys, all you have to do to play this game, if you have a 2-button mouse, you have everything you need.
Nice.
Sweet. Okay, Alice, what is your favorite Christmas memory?
Christmas memory.
Chris's memory.
Yep, Christmas or Hanukkah memory. What's your favorite one?
Um, ooh, that one's really tough because growing up in a split household, um, my dad went above and beyond to make Christmas special. He was the best Santa Claus ever, the best eater of the cookies. He did screw the pooch one year when I got older and did not disguise Santa's handwriting well. And
Oh, man.
yeah, kind of got a little busted there. But there was a Christmas when my dad had nothing and wanted to give me the best Christmas he could. And we stopped by a fire station. It was Christmas Eve. We stopped by a fire station and they had one Christmas tree left. And they were like, here, take it. It's Christmas Eve, probably about 7 o'clock at night. And my dad strapped this 7-foot Christmas tree to the top of his car, got it back to his teeny tiny apartment, had to cut it and saw it and do all sorts of things to it just to get it in the apartment door. And broke out all of my ornaments, and we had some nog, and we decorated that tree, and that was basically all we had that year. But
Oh.
I have that memory. And Dad still does that. Like, he'll be here tomorrow trying to make miracles happening out of nothing. And then my favorite Hanukkah memory has to be when the kids were probably both under the age of 5, and I got to do Hanukkah Live, which is a big celebration here in the mountains. And I got to basically costume all the kids and write scripts, and I got to be the Hanukkah fairy. And
Bless
so sharing that joy and that creativeness with my kids and the kids at the Hebrew school was probably my favorite Hanukkah memory.
Yeah. One of the kind of wish that Marcelo could have made it so he could share his favorite Christmas and Hanukkah memory as well. One of the things I originally wanted to talk about is also how I wish everybody a happy. I don't say happy holidays. I say Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah because both deserve to be acknowledged and celebrated. Uh, and I'm a big supporter of both. uh, uh, so it's not that big. Uh, I'm trying to think of the best way of putting it, but it was something that my father was really big on was learning more about the Jewish tradition.
I think Hanukkah's great because it celebrates the rededication of one of the Hebrew temples. And, you know, just it gives you a same feel like Christmas, lots of joy, lots and hope, of a miracle.
Yeah,
And so there's a really big duality in that. And
well, to
though they
me, the
don't always
Festival of
all,
Lights
yes,
is part of, in many ways, to me, Christmas celebrates that concept of Hanukkah the way we have Christmas lights. It just something about it to me is also celebrating that with the way Christmas trees are lit up, and I have a hard time putting it into words right now. Um, but that's just how I see it, you know.
and it's great when, you know, we can, like, I think my kids, are really blessed because they grew up with all sorts of celebrating all sorts of miracles,
Yeah.
whether it be Hanukkah or the birth of Christ, you know, they really got to see the humbleness in the holidays.
Oh yeah. What about you, Crazy? What's your favorite Christmas memory?
Ooh, that was kind of tough. But I can remember when I was young, probably I think it was like eighth grade, growing up in Central Florida and Sebring down there,
Hmm.
and they always had a huge Christmas parade right downtown on like the little downtown circle, and it was lit up with lights everywhere, gave that full Christmas feeling. And I was first chair trumpet in the jazz band for the school, and we were performing in it. So I got during the parade, we got to hang out with all the kids I knew, the friends in the middle of it all, and it really did feel like Christmas. That parade was one of the best I've ever seen.
What about
It
you,
was just
Agent
one that stuck
TBK?
out.
What's your favorite Christmas memory?
There were so many. I had trouble picking one out. There were, despite everything we had, there were times where Christmas was stressful
Yeah.
and Christmas was rough and Christmas wasn't what we as kids had come to expect up to that point. Um, but one does stand out now, and it's not very Christmassy. But we used to have family come in from all over.
Yeah.
And one Christmas we had, I mean, everybody there. Dad's side, mom's side, everybody made it home. Everybody. And my cousin was just barely 18 years old. And his dad wasn't real keen on this. But I was in my early 20s and I convinced my uncle to let me take his 18-year-old son with me 3, 4 hours away to pick up scalp tickets got on eBay. And we sat in Joe Robbie Stadium on
Yeah, Joe
Christmas
Rocky.
Day, the end zone where the Dolphins scored their touchdowns.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
I was in row 13, seat 13, watching number 13 throw a touchdown pass into our end zone. We saw, I can't even remember who was on the defense at that time. I want to say it was, I think it was a little too early for Zach. I think it might have been Jason Taylor. Brian Cox definitely led the defense that year. Now that I think about it, Barry Sanders needed just 200 yards to make 2,000 for the season. Brian Cox, the defense, held him to 20. And it was just absolutely exciting and thrilling and just a great way to spend Christmas, the night of Christmas. Hoping we were getting on ESPN to wave back to the family a few hours away, losing our voices. And to this day, my cousin and I, we don't talk all that often, but when we do, that always comes up.
Awesome, DK.
Yeah. What
And
about
I
you,
do
Fart?
that.
What is your favorite Christmas memory?
Well, I don't have a whole lot of them, but it was always being able to cook for everybody
Yeah.
because I was the one that made it the dinner, and uh, I just like doing it.
Well, I think we're gonna have to make a big trip down to Florida so we can all teach Marcelo how to cook.
Oh, he can cook some good Cuban food, though.
Oh
He
yeah,
starts talking
he
about
just
that
needs help
stuff, and
on
I'm like,
making mashed
taste
potatoes.
of home.
Because we were talking beforehand, and he was talking about making dinner for his dad, and he's like, I can't make mashed potatoes to save my life because it comes out too. He says it either comes out too runny or it comes out too lumpy. And
Oh yeah.
I told him, because he was talking about picking some last minute stuff up from the Publix, and I was like, "Oh, you're going to Publix? Go over to the deli section and buy you some their garlic parmesan mashed potatoes because it's to die for." He's like, "Wait, they sell it pre-made?" And I'm like, "Yeah, they sell it in a little tub, just like
I
they
did
do."
not see that today when I was there. Wait.
And yeah, and he was like, "Oh my god, this is awesome." But yeah, my favorite Christmas memory was when I was a little. It was before Laura Jane and Rebecca was born. Uh, my mom and okay, we'd go off the mountain and come down here. At the time, my grandparents lived in a house over on 51 and Providence Roads, Highway 16, on the corner of those. That area is the place where that house is at is now a bank. Though they did move the house because it was a historic house. They didn't want to just trash it, so they moved it. But we came up we came off the mountain, came down here, did Christmas with a visit from Santa Claus and a whole bunch of really awesome toys. And Dad went home early to go back up to the mountain, saying that he needed to make sure the house would be ready for us because it had snowed and there was like several feet of snow, and he was saying that the house was. He wanted to make sure that the pipes didn't freeze and all this other stuff. But when we got to the house, Dad had got home and set up Santa making a second trip, and he had took the time to set up all of the $6 Million Man action figure sets.
Oh man!
And Bionic Woman, uh, Goldman, Oscar Goldman figure, the Bigfoot figure, had all the figures, had all the play sets and stuff set up around the Christmas tree, and a note from Santa Claus saying, "Had so much stuff to bring you. I just dropped it off at your house so your parents didn't have to haul it all back." And it was, you could tell that when Dad, looking back on it, you could tell he played with the toys while he was assembling them.
I bet.
Yeah, my dad did the same thing.
And
Yep.
I think that is perhaps one of the best Christmas memories I've got, because that literally was the year. It was 2 years before Laura Jane. Mama got pregnant with Laura Jane, and after that, Christmas ended up becoming more and more focused on what Laura Jane and Becca got, because I had turned 10 years old when Laura Jane was born, and to me, even to this day, I still believe in Santa Claus, but I understand that Santa Claus works through adults to get stuff done, because that's the whole Christmas spirit is in that, and but yeah, so many people think, oh, once the kid hits a certain age, Christmas gifts ought to be more practical instead of just toys and stuff. But yeah, uh, I get my niece and nephews art supplies and stuff like that for Christmas to, to spur their creativity. My brother-in-law is going to be happy with what he gets this year, because we got him a nice big bottle of really good whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh no! All right, don't worry, son. We'll be able to get you on in a few minutes. Uh, but yeah, I mean, these Christmas memories, they bring us a smile, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just wish so much that we could get more of this in the world. Uh, there's so much negativity in this world, and we just need to find a way to make it better.
Well, I just wish we could bottle this and
Oh yeah. All right, give me a second, guys. Need to move some stuff right quick. All right, let me try to figure out where I just put that. All right, son, you should have a link to share your Christmas memory. Where did it go? There it is. Here we are. All right, let's make sure that works. But like I said, Christmas is a time of giving. It's a time of families and the awe and wonder of a child. You know, it's it is a magical time of the year that I really it really frustrates me when so many do everything in their power to try to throw monkey wrenches and stuff like that. It saddens me. It really does. All right. Hello, Zachary. Share your favorite
Hello.
Christmas memory.
It was like a couple years ago, like I think in 2017 when the Nintendo Switch first came out, and both me and my big sister Jess both really wanted one, but we knew it probably wouldn't happen because money was kind of tight at that moment. And like it got to actual Christmas Day, we were opening our presents and all that fun jazz. And I opened one, and it was a Nintendo Switch, and I was so hyped. And surprisingly, both my big sister Jess was also hyped because thought that they would most likely have been like petty and jealous because they didn't get one, but they were just really hype and happy for me. And then the next present they opened was their own Nintendo Switch as well, and we all just started screaming, enjoying that.
Oh, sweet. How are y'all? How did y'all's Christmas go so far?
I mean, well, it's only been Christmas for like 47 minutes, so that's pretty huge.
Well, I don't know if y'all do it the same way we did it here. We celebrated Christmas on both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Nah, we just do it on Christmas Day.
Okay. Uh,
We did Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
well,
Yeah.
Christmas
We did
Eve-
family stuff Christmas Eve, and then Santa came Christmas night.
Yep.
At least, yeah. And once everybody was old enough to not be expecting a lot from Santa, Christmas Day just became about the one special thing everybody wanted.
Yep.
Money
Well, for us, Christmas Eve,
and big titty goth women.
we would watch Christmas movies before we would do our Christmas feast. Then we would have our Christmas feast, and then we would start the cleanup. The little kids would then go watch cartoons or a Christmas movie. Well, because we wouldn't open Christmas presents until after all the dishes were cleaned and the leftovers were put away. Then we would go to the living room to where the Christmas tree was at, and then Granddad would pass out Christmas gifts one at a time, and we would open them and move and do that. And then after that was all finished and done, we would, depending on how long it took to open all the Christmas gifts, we would then either watch another movie or just go to bed. And us little kids would be like, wait a minute. If we go to bed now, that means we can wake up for Christmas. Santa comes quicker, and then we can have Santa Claus a lot quicker if we go to bed now. And then we would do Santa Claus first thing Christmas morning. And and then we would watch Christmas movies throughout the day and do, play with whatever we got for Christmas. And that was our Christmas tradition.
Oh, here in the UK, we got like some sort of a somewhat similar tradition. Like on Christmas Eve, we do this thing called Christmas Eve boxes, where it's just a small box that you open on Christmas Eve, which is just filled with like little knickknacks and just little gifts and that to like get hyped up for Christmas.
Oh yeah, and it's just one of those awesome things,
Mhm.
What is your favorite Christmas ornament, son?
Ornament?
Yep.
Probably the doves.
What's that?
The doves.
Oh, yeah, doves are awesome. What about you, Agent DBK? What's your favorite ornament?
Who is this Agent DBK to whom you keep referring?
DBK, what is your favorite ornament?
Oh gosh. I don't know. There's some that are special because I made them when I was just a little kid.
Yep.
And I don't even know that I still have those, but I guess if I'm honest, my favorite is the second year that Hallmark did a Star Trek ornament. I got that one, the shuttlecraft Galileo with Leonard Nimoy's voice, and why that remains special after all these years is just how difficult it was to track that down and finally get one back before you could just buy those things on the internet. You just had to get there early. I mean, I went all over, you physically went all over town looking for it and finally came up with like the last one the store had. So I'm just kind of proud of that one.
Understandable.
What about you, Casey? What's your favorite Christmas ornament?
Well, there was a period in my family's life when mom and dad made their own ornaments. So we each got an ornament with our picture in it, and I was kind of like that. Although I wish they had gotten a better picture because, like I said, when I was about 6 years old, I was a fat kid, and you know, I mean, if I'd been any fatter, they couldn't fit my picture in the ornament. That kind of fat.
Oh wow.
But I was did kind of like the family ornaments all together. That's why I told my brother and sister just to keep mine before they send it over to me because I got no use for it now.
Yeah. What about you, Crazy?
Oh, that one's tough because we really, sorry about that. We really didn't have any since we moved in together up here, and well, we bought one, and then Sam broke the other one the same day, snapping one before we could even get it out of the store. But that one I really don't know because I can't even remember what I have down in Florida. It's
What
been
about
so long.
Alice? What's her favorite Christmas ornament?
So I am the queen of Christmas ornaments. Yes, we have not gotten many since we've lived up here. And the boy child did break a really pretty one we had
With the matching set.
because it was a matching set. I'm very fond of glass globe ornaments,
Hmm.
Oh
especially
yeah.
handmade ones that kind of reflect the light. I cherish everything that the kids have made. But in particular, my grandmother was great, and she always had a tradition of making sure till her last years on earth that everybody had an ornament for that year reflecting their interests, their hobbies, a birth, a new house. And she one year she got me I was 13 and I have 13 hand crocheted snowflake ornaments.
Oh wow.
And there was something just about that year. I think because I was becoming a teen and kind of rebelling a little bit. But when she gave me those, it was my first like grown ups kind of thing. You know, it kind of went beyond like the ballet slippers or the tennis ball. It was more like she kind of thought a little outside the box on what would mean something to me.
Mm-hmm.
So those are still tucked away very safe because we have enough Christmas ornaments to probably fill 10 trees. And recently we just inherited dad's set of gator ornaments.
Oh
A
wow.
whole box. So we now have about 20 gator ornaments.
One for every year.
One for every year because my grandmother, before she passed, made sure that dad had a subscription. So he would always have something to remember her by.
Yeah. What about you, Fox Hills? What's your favorite Christmas ornament?
I have a glass one that came from one of the Christmas markets in West Germany back in the 80s.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Yep.
In
And
Deutschland.
Those are some beautiful ornaments because I had a set of those that were made. They were glass with that were like snow. It was a glass ball that looked like a snowflake on the inside,
yeah, exactly. Yep.
and whenever the light hit it, it just oh man, they were gorgeous.
Yes, they are.
Oh man, oh, that brings back some good memories there. What about you, Wavo? What's your favorite Christmas ornament?
I don't have a favorite Christmas ornament.
Oh man,
Lame.
yeah, hold on a second. I will show you mine.
Oh,
Captain
yeah.
America.
Captain America.
Why
Hmm,
didn't I see that coming? It should have been obvious even to one guy like me.
Yeah, you
uh,
should have seen it coming on your left.
yeah,
I know.
Jim gave me this 2 years before he passed away, and I keep it hung up on the wall right behind me. But yeah, that's my favorite Christmas ornament. Um,
Understandable.
and but yeah, I just love the fact that I like it that people have Christmas ornaments that are gifted to them that show that the person who gifted it understands you and the things that you like. Uh, I used to have a Star Trek ornament that was the Enterprise, the NX Enterprise from the Enterprise series, and I had original series Enterprise, not the A, but the original. Uh, Unfortunately, I don't have them anymore because they were something happened to them.
I've got all dibs on them in the will.
Uh, Next up, let's talk about some of our favorite Christmas games, and let's start out with Wavro. What is your favorite Christmas game?
Hmm. Favorite Christmas game is a tough one. I haven't played that many actual Christmas games, but here recently I've played two of them, and truth be told, both of them suck. The uh, Fox mentioned earlier, and I was kind of skipped over for this one, but I had the same favorite Christmas special as him. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I
Yes.
recently found out actually has a relatively faithful adaptation as a video game on the Nintendo Switch.
Oh,
Oh,
Now, the animation and stuff like that is faithful, and they tried to nail the voices as much as they could, but there are some parts of it that are hard as balls.
mm, mm,
Now, the project I'm working on right now, which is the only other actual Christmas game I've ever played, is The Grinch for PlayStation, which is based on the Jim Carrey version of The Grinch.
yes, I remember when that came out.
yeah.
It's it's based it's just as based on the movie as the standard movie-based games were at the time.
Oh,
As if which is to say not at all.
We lost one, by the way.
Yeah, DBK had to leave.
all right. Let me post his link, and he is saying that he will be trying to have a live stream tomorrow. So please, guys, go hang out with him. Albert Redbeard, hello, howdy. How are you doing? Welcome to the show.
But yeah, I'm playing through The Grinch right now for a review that I'm trying to do. And last night I had a bit of a hiccup, and now I have to start. Now I have to start all over again.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I
it
have
won't.
to. I have to record. I have to go through and play the game all over again to get that progress, to get all that progress back.
Yeah, he said it locked. It glitched and locked up on you, didn't it?
Yep. Yep.
All right. Okay, Casey, what is your favorite Christmas game?
Actually, dude, you know what? We never played, like, if you mean Christmas type party games or anything like that, we never really played them. The only kind of game I ever got was whatever it was that I wanted for, whatever I asked for Christmas. And that I don't know if it's a Christmas game per se.
Oh, anything that you got to play to me is a Christmas game. But,
Okay, well then I'll hit you with my biggies. Both of them were video related.
oh, sweet.
Um, 1 year we got a ColecoVision, and we got it back in the day when they had like the Atari adapter for it, so you could, back in the day you could go play all the Atari games and all the Activision games that were for Atari.
Hmm.
And the other one was a few years later, I ended up getting a Sega Genesis from a friend of mine, um, and he just he just decided he wanted to get it for me, so I got that. And actually, there is one other family gift that I will mention. 1 year, we each got one big gift, and 1 year, my big gift, because I love playing pinball. I still do to this day. If I can find a machine I can reach. But back in the day, you may or may not know that they had like replica pinball machines that were actually like that. They actually look like the tables and everything. So, uh, and we lived in a trailer at the time. So my parents ended up having to shove it against one side of a wall.
Hmm.
The only thing was I played it so often that it lasted like 3 months because and it was back in the day when it was still made like a pinball machine. So, after you hit the bells with the balls long enough, they just stop working.
Yeah,
So after a while, my dad just got to the point of going, I'm not going to solder these anymore. You're out of luck.
yeah. All right. What about you, Fox?
Well, a lot like Casey, I don't remember ever playing Christmas games per se, but 1 year I did get the original Nintendo system, and I played Mario Brothers for as long as I can remember. It was days I played Mario Brothers, and I don't remember actually ever going to sleep.
Wow. All
You're
right.
so
What
lucky,
about you,
kid.
Alan?
Um. So, so two things. There is 1 year when, just because it's like was Christmas time and Masquerade had first came out,
Oh
Dad helped
yeah.
me, yeah, set up my first Masquerade character and my first introduction to kind of like online role playing. So that's kind of sort of Christmassy. And then when the kids were younger, I used to hide one of their gifts and do little riddles and little Christmas related clues to have them find them.
Oh,
So
that sounds like fun.
yeah, so not for much game-ish, but sort of game-ish.
What about you, Crazy? What's your favorite Christmas game?
I think I'm kind of right there with Casey and Fox. I really didn't. We didn't really play any games, and I can't even think of any. But I do remember 1 year when I was getting the PlayStation and Cool Borders when it came out. So that was like the big Christmas present.
Cool.
It was kind of a cool game when it came.
Yeah. What about you, Zach? What's your favorite Christmas game?
Okay, I'm also on the same line as Fox Crazy and the other person, but every year it became somewhat of a tradition for me and my big sister Jess to get the latest Pokemon game. I would always get the whatever game is the blue one, and Jess would get whatever game is the red one. So we'd kind of just play that if we went out to like family places. We'd just be playing the latest Pokemon game, either on our Switch or DS.
Oh, sweet. For me, any game was great. And especially if we were playing it as a family, it just made it all the better. It's one of the reasons why, unfortunately, it won't arrive here until sometime next month. I bought Laura Jane and Zobug and Dustin the My Little Pony role playing game book, the main book.
Wait, what?
And a set of dice.
There's a My Little Pony RPG, tabletop RPG?
Yes.
They have tabletop RPGs for just about everything.
Yes.
That ain't true.
The same company that makes the Transformers role playing game, the G.I. Joe role playing game, and the Power Rangers game is the same company that makes the My Little Pony role playing game. Which Laura Jane was a big My Little Pony player, collector when she was a little girl, and Zobug loves My Little Pony, and so I asked them if they would be willing to try out role playing games to play as a family, and they said yes. So that's what I went ahead and did for Christmas. Unfortunately, the people I ordered it from said, "Oh yeah, we can get it to you before Christmas." And then 2 days ago, they said, "We're not going to be able to get it to you before Christmas. We're backlogged." So I'm like, "Oh, great, okay, thank you." But yeah, it's gonna not be able to get it till sometime in January, which sucks.
Darn.
Oh yeah, but we played games when I was deployed overseas, various role playing games, and anything we did on Christmas was awesome and have really good memories. Because when you're deployed overseas, that you can't see your blood family, but you definitely get to hang out with your found family and support each other. Because I know my first Christmas I spent away would have been extremely lonely if I didn't have the friends I had made. So yeah, but yes, Christmas is a time that can be extremely awesome, and I just love it. Just one of those things. The whole season feels so awesome. I mean, I purposely don't start playing Christmas music until after Thanksgiving. Because to me, if I started playing Christmas music before Thanksgiving, that's robbing Thanksgiving of its uniqueness.
I play Christmas music the second it turns November. Who gives a shit about no Thanksgiving, motherfucker? It's Christmas time.
Well, in the UK they don't have Thanksgiving the way we do.
America's the only country that has it.
No, Canada has it too. It's just at a different time of
Oh,
the year. Um, but yeah,
Wait a minute, I gotta tell Casey something before I forget.
all right.
I seriously wish we could kidnap you, Casey, because there is a retro arcade here in town that has 40 different vintage pinball games.
Oh, please, please take me. I'm yours. Just
When you said that, I was like, I turned to Crazy and I was like, oh my God. I was like, there's the retrocade. So
oh God.
sorry, Richard, I did not mean to interrupt, but I just had to tell Casey that there is a place that he can still have his heart go wild.
Oh wow, where's it at?
It's like downtown Asheville, kind of off Merriman.
There is several places in Asheville that I learned about while I was there relearning how to walk that I never got to go to. Uh, that I wanted to go to. There was a comic.
What? Can I ask a favor and I'll pay for this? If you decide to go kidnap Richard, can we meet somewhere between Illinois and there and we can
Oh
just
God,
make
yeah.
the whole trip?
If you don't think that I have not mapped out how to get to all of you guys, y'all are crazy. I seriously,
I am concerned.
Well,
I
if you
love my people, Zachy. Hush your mouth. I'm trying to get you. Why don't
Oh,
you get your butt? You got your passport. Get over here. Come see your daddy. Come see us.
do you got first class plane ticket money?
well, dude,
I'm looking at it.
let's put it this way. Stranger things have happened.
This
Oh
is
yeah.
true.
All right,
Good show.
time to start wrapping up. We've
We
been
might
going.
be able to talk Zach at some point.
Oh yeah. Um, pop culture breakdown has started, so let's go ahead and get things wrapped up. Um, everybody, Hawk, what you do? Let us start with Casey's creepy creation.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in the spirit of the Yule season, I will just tell you that if you are looking for good scary stories, I have a present for you. Just come on down to Casey's Creepy Creations. No waiting. There's always a grave open for you.
All right. Next up, Wavo. Tell everybody where your site where your channel is and what you got coming up.
Now, people who watch this on a regular basis know where to find me by now. My my current project is, as I said before, I'm attempting to work on a review of The Grinch, and it's not agreeing with me. But once I do get all the footage recorded, I'm going to do something special and I'm going to do something different than any other review I've done. It may take a little bit of extra time to get it out, but it'll be worth it in the end if you just bear with me.
All right, sweet. All right, Tracy and Alice, where are you going to be next?
That is a very, very good question, Richard. We've tried a nice little test stream on Crazy's channel. We have officially created me a channel.
Nice.
We've got some puppet stuff going on. Casey, I'd love to get with you because I have a story idea I need a little help developing.
I would love to be of any help I could, Alice.
This one is right up your alley. It was a suggestion by somebody else on Tony's Discord, but it could really go somewhere. But I need your scary expertise.
I will see what I can do, my love. I will see what I can do.
Yay! I gotta get your email. Gotta email it to you.
No problem.
I think we're loving collaborating with everybody right now. I think we're loving our community and seeing where it takes us. And I hope one day to have everybody on my own channel. So.
Yep.
and we've done some Star Trek on my channel here, which just launched basically. I only have like 28 subscribers, but Tony helped us out, and we got some numbers, so we have some new ideas in the works, and
Sweet.
hopefully some more Star Trek streams coming soon.
All right, anything you want to hawk, Fox?
Well, I'm not a content creator. I don't have a channel, but I do moderate for several people.
And he is one of the best moderators and best helper outers a woman could ever ask for.
Sweet. Anything you'd like to hawk, son?
I'm also not really into the social media side of things, but I do randomly post on Twitter, so I guess that might be something.
All righty. Well, everybody, thank you guys for showing up. And as I normally say, let's be the positive change we want to see in this world. Let's, by our very actions, show the world how to make it a better place. Let's make this place better. Let's share the things we love with others.
Yes, let's make the world a better place by adding more big titty goth women to it.
That would be very awesome.
It would.
Very, very awesome. Well, I love each and every one of you. I hope you are having a very Merry Christmas, a very happy Hanukkah, and that you are being blessed. Never, ever forget you are not alone, and you are most definitely loved.